Welcome back, guys. So Google Stadia in the year 2020. I didn't think I was going to be talking about this service again in another video, but it's been some months since this service first came out late last year, and I did do a video back then, and my impressions were pretty bad. This was just not something for me, and I'm here today to talk about some things with this. As far as my thoughts have changed, my experiences have changed, but I'm not 100% into Google Stadia, but I did want to talk about some of the things that I like about it now and some of the things that just will never have me sold on a service like this. So this is more so about me playing this thing on my Windows Surface Pro 7 tablet, which I really love this device, and playing Google Stadia games on it has really brought out the value for me. But if you remember back on my initial impressions, this ran like ass, like sludgy, dirty, but it was horrible. I even was playing it with a wired connection and it just did not work for me. There were some people that said it did, that it worked for them, but for me it wasn't working for one reason or another. I don't know. I'm not a freaking scientist when it comes to these things. I just thought the service sucked. Now, for whatever reason, things have changed. I'm playing wirelessly through Wi-Fi, obviously, on this tablet, and I am quite a bit a distance away from my wireless router, and I'm getting a decent connection. The latency's fine. I do get a few little chops occasionally, but over the past couple weeks, I have been playing this near, like, closer to my router. I'm just being honest. Like, when I'm near my router, and I have a 500 by 500 Mbps connection, FiOS through Frontier. When I'm closer to that, it works great. Actually, in my house, as long as I'm anywhere but where I'm recording right now, because I'm in my garage recording this, my connection's not as good for whatever reason, right? But it's still pretty solid, and I just wanted to showcase that in my experience playing this closer to my router or playing it wired nowadays. It just works. So back when this first came out, yeah, it was just boo-boo-ness, and a lot of the features weren't working properly or weren't implemented. You could only use the controller wirelessly through the Chromecast Ultra. You had to have it wired if you wanted to use it on PC, and even playing it on like cell phone devices, it was very limited. Now they've opened it up. I have like a cheap ass cell phone, probably like $150 phone from like 3 years ago through Metro PCS. Yes, I had somebody on a video recently talk crap like, oh, look at this guy. He pays like $2,000 every 6 months for a new phone. No, I don't. No, I don't. I get a cheap ass phone because all I need it for is the occasional YouTubing, watching some videos, while handling business, that kind of thing, reading emails, text messages, making phone calls. That's it. I don't need my cell phone to do anything else. So I'm not a big tech guy when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I was surprised. Just a couple short months ago, I was testing it out on my phone. I was like, wow, it actually freaking works. And it works decently well, right? And then playing it on this Surface Pro tablet, wirelessly, it's been working great. Playing it through other devices, through other screens, wired or wirelessly. The experience is a hell of a lot better than it was for me before. But at the same time, I'm not 100% into this. Now, have I spent money? Yeah, I've spent the $10 a month for the months that they charged, right? Because they were kind of smart. They threw like a few free months at you. I think so you would forget you were paying for it, right? And that happens to me a lot. It's a Google service. You get like, the $9.99 comes out. I don't notice it all the time, even though I've intended on canceling the service in the past, and then something happens and I forget about it. And I have various other services through Google that come out, so it just kind of goes like unnoticed for me. And I think that's the same problem a lot of other people may have with stuff like this, that it's like that gym membership thing, paying for a gym membership and then never going, right? And that's what the gym owners want, is people to pay and to never use the service, right? Just collecting free money. And I almost think like that's how services like this strive, is that they collect money from people who don't use the service. And that was me for a while. And yeah, my experience has changed, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And it's not something I'm 100% into because, okay, yeah, I've spent that $10 a month, but I will not buy any games from this service because, I'm a guy who likes to have physical copies of games. But nowadays, that's becoming less and less relevant. Like, you buy a game and you got to download 75% of it for whatever reason. Either the company didn't finish the freaking game, some kind of scandal. I don't know. Or there's just, game breaking glitches and whatever build is on the disc and it has to be updated. What happens when that goes down and the service goes down? You can't update the game anymore. You can't download that DLC, right? That physical disc means jack shiz for a lot of people. There'll be people who figure it out though, but you know what I'm saying? It's becoming less and less of an important thing. And unfortunately, the world will get to that point where physical games just don't exist. I don't know how soon it is. I know we've talked about that in the past, and that's a sad day I don't want to see come, but eventually it will, right? And Google Stadia, it's just, man, what happens if the service goes down? Do your games get to be transferred elsewhere? Because if you play GeForce Now, those are your games. And I know a lot of people pointed that service out, and I do use that service as well, and it works amazingly well for me. And there's other services out there, or services that are going to be coming to fruition that do a similar thing. But with Stadia, it's their own little ecosystem. You buy games from them, you don't own them. It's all through them. They don't transfer. If you're playing games on Steam, GeForce Now, whatever, it doesn't matter what computer you're on. As long as you have your account and everything set up, you could play those games. With Stadia, it could become a thing where the service is taken down or just something happens and we no longer have access to that. I'm sure it's in their terms of service where it's just like, screw you. You're shit out of luck if we decide to shut this down. The money you spent is ours. Haha, you just had a limited, license to play the game for as long as the service was up. That would suck, and I hope that doesn't happen for people who have spent money. But for me, no, I will never spend money on this thing. This is a secondary gaming service for me. Playing on the Surface Pro, I love the portability, and that's really more so what this video is about, and that's what prompted me to make this video, was playing this on a device like this. Just opened it up to where, yeah, I could be sitting at the dinner table and playing some games. I could be sitting on my couch playing games on the tablet. I could be laying in bed. I could be doing various things that you may not even want to hear about, and I could be playing some AAA games through this service. Yeah, I only have access to the games that you get free access to for being a member, a pro member, but hey, there's some okay stuff there. The library's not great by any means, but like I said, this is not my sole gaming device or service. For some people it is. I saw, when I talked about this on social media not too long ago, stating like, hey, I can't believe I'm saying this, like I'm actually enjoying this now. There was people like, oh, I've been enjoying it for a while. It always just worked great for me. I don't have the money to buy a PC or a gaming device, and this just works. Cool. More power to you, right? For some people, this service may work great. For others, not so much. Me, I'm just kind of like, do I continue paying for this just to see where it goes? Like, I have started using it, but I'm just not, like I said, 100% into it. Like, is it the future? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. I don't think having a system like this is necessarily the future. Maybe it's a stepping stone to the future of stuff like this, but having it where it's just its own service with access to its own games is very limiting. And, there's a lot of features and things that they've talked about in the past that haven't come to fruition yet, may still be listed as beta or testing, that kind of thing. YouTube integrations and all that. It did take them a while to get it to where you could actually use the damn controller wirelessly, like I said, which is pretty cool. That's nice. Should have been there to begin with, right? But there's still a lot to happen with this service, and I don't see it being, a main gaming service for a lot of people. It's an option. It's fine to have options. And I just wanted to share that, yeah, this started working out better for me, but it's more so like I've been using the Surface Pro. Like, I'm not sponsored by any of these fucknuts. You know what I'm saying? But like, I really enjoy the Surface Pro for different things. And I do game on it a little bit. And, with the specs of these kind of tablets, Windows tablets specifically, you're not doing any crazy gaming on it. But for me, the games that I do play on it, it works out great. And I use it for other things, a little bit of productivity and whatnot. And to be able to, like, boom, play some Samurai Showdown or Panzer Dragoon every once in a while is pretty cool. But at the same time, like I said, secondary stuff for me here. But there you go. Just wanted to share some thoughts and feelings with you guys. That's what it's about, our thoughts and feelings. Oh my God. But hey, really do appreciate you guys hanging out. We're on our way to 100,000 freaking subscribers, man. And I'm appreciative to every single one of you guys and gals. Thank you very much. Drop a comment down below, hit that like button. Let me know that Google Stadia sucks balls, or that you really enjoy it, or I'm an idiot, whatever you want. That interaction really helps get my channel out there and my videos out there. So really do appreciate it. Thank you. And I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Bye.